In this video, I'm going to be turning this empty bit of space in our scaffold yard and turning it into a fully functioning workshop. Yes! This workshop isn't going to be used for your normal car. This workshop will house stock cars, a full contact form of motorsport which involves a lot of prep work in the garage. For those that don't know me, let me take you back. Since I was a child and first started racing, I've been racing out of my dad's garage on the side of his house, which of course I am very grateful for. But with 4 cars now and me moving away from my dad, it was time to get a new garage.
Big enough?
Good. Yeah, it's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what better way to do it than build it from scratch with my mates.
You're keeping us here to paint your shed.
We're going to be using scaffolding to build most of it, but I'm going to need to pull in some favours because I have no idea what I'm doing with the rest of it.
And I'm not a concrete pourer. I'm not an expert. I don't know what's going on.
And this all needs to be ready, and we need to get the stock cars in there before the race season starts. This empty bit of space in our new yard had somebody else's container in it still, which we was waiting to be moved whilst we had a changeover of the yards. Once that container was moved, we could then put our container in place, making sure to prop one side up to keep the container as level as possible. So obviously when we got racking and stuff in there, it doesn't all end up over one side. And once the container was in place, it was time for me to start visioning how the structure was going to be built and how much room Jeff, the big cheese of LGC, was going to let us have.
It might drop that door a little bit, but you'll have loads of room. If you put 2 in there, Jack, and then 2 this way, I think that'd be better.
I think if you could cover a bit in each end.
Yeah.
You are getting really strong. Yeah, you have to get smashing it in there like that.
Containers in. Bosh.
That's going to be the edge roughly of the workshop there, isn't it? Coming out all the way to here. And then it's going to run. Go down there, Jack. It's going to run all the way down there. Straight up to that door.
About 40 foot on Jeff, isn't it?
It's about something like that, isn't it?
6 inches, isn't it?
So then we're just going to work out how we're going to have the cars in there. We ain't going to really know until it's done, to be honest. But this bit's all going to be enclosed in. We're going to enclose that bit in over there as well. And then we're going to have a tin hat, temporary roof just going to run over in there. Sheet out all the back so the cows don't end up getting burnt alive.
How about a steak?
Cook them while we're cutting the bumpers off. Now is time to make a start on the outside structure, which we're using a tube and fitting system of scaffold. The heights in which we are doing the scaffold lifts at the minute are not 100%, as we're not sure where our finished floor height will be, which is going to be a concrete pad. Oh, I'm buzzing for this. First bit of independence in. 2 shelves going on there, top and bottom. Bottom's really for storage, top is probably going to end up being storage, flat surface syndrome anyway. Carry on round there, round that container, and then back down the front. But we've actually, now Jeff's turned up, we've actually gained like another 3 foot, 4 foot. Lovely. As I just said there, every time Jeff came out to have a look, he kept on giving us more and more room for the workshop, which I was definitely not going to disagree with him. Following the scaffold down the container side now, making sure that everything is levelled and as straight as we could possibly make it. Now starting the scaffold to the other side of the garage doorway now, and this is where it gets a bit tricky, as there isn't actually anything straight to measure from in order to keep the structure parallel, but we'll try and get it close enough anyway. Between the uprights here, we've measured it out so we can fit 3 scaffold boards in there nice and tight, so when we do use it as a bench or a shelf or anything like that, the boards will fit in there nicely and there shouldn't be any gaps.
That is now too cold. Do we agree?
My hands are frozen.
That is not a bad shift though. We got it all framed out. It's a good thing we got it framed out because we're just going to make sure that Jeff Rowe is happy before we start going any further. At least now, if he wants to change anything, then we can adjust it easy enough. But the shape is there. Nice. Got the entrance there. Bosh. And then down that right hand side, we've done like an indented bit. A recess in there, which is what I'm thinking we're gonna have like the tyre area. So we're gonna have the tyre cutter, the tyre machine and all our tyres in there. And then we've got enough for 2 cars here, 2 cars there. Plenty of racking at the back, plenty of racking down the side. Think it's big enough or not?
More cars.
No more cars. Oh, we'll measure it up now anyway. Give it a quick measure, the concrete base says, and try and get a rough quote of how much it's going to cost us to get this concreted. That's going to be the scary bit. I've never ordered concrete, so I wouldn't
If anyone
know.
does concrete,
And that was the first few hours completed on the new workshop. At the time, I kept going home and trying to imagine what it was going to look like and all the ideas I had for what I could do once we had built it. But I had a little while to go yet before any of that could even happen. Another few days have passed and we've managed to finish our jobs a bit earlier today, so now there are 4 of us this evening to crack on with the scaffold. Both teams building the top lift or the top shelf even, all the way round, which then leads us onto our doorway opening and the first beam of the garage going in, which will bridge the gap between either side of the garage doors. And this is now what it's starting to look like from the ground. Another good evening on it.
Right, that is progress on the roof done today. We're just about finished it. The roof line's all in now, so we know our height of the roof. Top of the roof there, coming down. Hopefully we've done the height high enough, so later on if we want to put a ramp in, then we can. Hopefully we've sourced the ramp, but whether or not it comes through or not, I don't know. But we want to do it high enough so we can have the ability to use one and have one. Just spoke to the farmer and about the ground, because we're going to have to get it all levelled, obviously, with, I think he's going to use the tarmac chippings that he's laid in the rest of the yard. We're going to use that to get it all level, and he's going to get a digger in here on Saturday morning, so we'll be here Saturday morning to help him do it, get it all levelled. Luckily he knows what he's doing, and if he doesn't, then we've got Brad, who's the jack of all trades, master of none. He knows what he's doing with that sort of stuff as well, because we haven't got a clue. So we're just trying to wing it. I told him that's the shape that we're doing it, and then basically advised me what we need to do, and he has. So, and he's coming to help us Saturday. Kushti, it's all taking shape. Hopefully we'll have a couple more evenings or whatever, finish work early and crack on with it this week, so most of the frame is all ready and all done, ready for when it is concreted. Buzzing, mate. This place is massive.
And just like that, another evening is done and we are that bit closer.
Sweet. So you're getting the plug today?
yeah.
Wicked. We got the generator here today. Thank you. Got a generator here today, so we can cut off all the tubes that are sticking on the inside. We just use butts, off cuts, so we're not cutting decent tube basically. So we make it all flush on the inside. So at some point today we're going to do that because we've got the Jenny, but we've got no adapter plug for it. So we go get that. Jack will go get that in a minute or in a bit and come back later. While he's doing that, me and Brendandino, if he actually decides to fix his drill and sort it out,
Thank you, Jack.
we're going to carry on with the roof. The fun part now. So plenty to be getting on with, boy.
The first beam for the roof is getting put into place with Brendan on one side of the scaffold and me on the other. We're making sure that we can pick up the beam on both sides of the scaffold, and then also making sure that we triple check the height of the roof is actually going to be high enough for what we want before we continue any further. Just to make sure we didn't use up all of our 8-metre beams and Jeff stopped moaning at us and saying we're going to end up spending too much money, etc., we decided to do some of the work out of tube and some of the work out of beams. They both do the same job, it's just a bit more messing around to make sure everything fits together.
Right, kid. That's how it's looking so far. All of the beams are in. It's a bit of a pain in the arse because we've got beams and tube. Normally you would just do all the temporary roofs out of beams, not going to bore you too much. But we have had to use tubes as well, just so we don't use up every single beam in the yard that we've got. Because we're only a small business still, you know what I mean? We're not trad, kid. So, next going on, these purlins, all these tubes are going to run along there like that. And then these sheets can then sit on top of them. Ollie's going home, half a shift.
Bastard.
Good shift so far. Just saying you're a dosser, going home. Oh, losing half a bloke.
Because I'm here on time, I get to leave early.
Oh, listen to it. Listen to it. Simon! That's my boy Simon. Alright, Brady, come on. How did it go?
Yeah, it went well, to be fair.
She's getting there, boy.
Went too bad.
Probably got another half hour finishing them tubes off. And then the sheets, boy.
Sheets.
And then we need some lights in there because it's going to be dark. And then up the side here, the plan is we run boards that way. And then them sheets for the roof up there, we're going to be running upwards and bolt them to the boards. So we've got it sheeted all the way around. That was a good shift. Hopefully tomorrow we get some more time on it and we can get it finished. It's more of a scaffolding YouTube channel now. Oh no, more of a scaffolding YouTube channel now. We don't even race anymore. Crossover.
And that is what it looks like from the ground again. But due to the shocking English weather for 2 days straight, I couldn't film any more for a couple of days. But now the sun's back shining and we've finished work an hour early and all the boys are cracking on getting the first lot of the side sheets on the garage. As I said earlier, we're using normal scaffold boards and clipping them horizontally, and then we'll stick the steel sheets vertically screwed into the boards, and that'll be our walls.
Oh, it is a lot shorter, isn't it?
It's all about the size of the sheet, mate.
But how you use it.
Yeah, see, agreed over there. Lynn, shut up!
We talk an absolute load of rubbish at work, and this is one of the conversations that I am glad I am not a part of.
Boys, we get some LGC running gear made up.
Yeah.
Now we've got a running team.
Running team. You're on it.
doing a bit,
Who's
eh?
going
Yeah.
tonight?
I'll go tomorrow night.
You've done the half marathon with us.
I don't know about that. Definitely don't know about that.
Well, we were talking on the camera yesterday about these two going running, even Ollie the cameraman was running yesterday. Everyone's on it,
We
mate.
just need you to
Yeah,
run now.
Tebs.
What you say? What you say, Jeff?
Exercise.
Again, it's all paid for. We're going to get some of that sideways rain, aren't we?
Cider rain.
Stinging rain.
The old cider rain, kid.
Back rain.
Oh, we get that.
Get out of it, Lynn. Be gone with you. Get out of it. This ain't your yard now. Get in the headlock. Get in the headlock. Lynn. Come on.
This is where we're leaving it today. The mansion, as we call it. The mansion.
Stick it right there.
So we got, come, step in.
Welcome to my crib.
We're going to have a car right there,
There.
right there, right there, and right there.
Nice. That's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
Well,
Show the inside. Look, this is what it's going to look roughly. Doing this because we're excited. That's what it's going to look like there. And then we're going to put some boards. This is one of the ideas that we come up with. There's about 50 million. Everyone's shouting out. But this is one we're going with for the minute. Have
this
some
is your
boards.
idea then.
This ain't my idea.
Oh.
I'll start from the bottom, I said.
Hmm.
But they wanted to start there.
Start from the barn, now you're here.
So we're going to run these boards going that way along the back just to shut that gap up down there.
Yeah.
It looks good. And then we're going to have lights along the side as well as a couple hanging off the roof.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah. But at least we're covered now under the sea.
And you'll be allowed to work. That's the main thing.
Well, we'll actually be allowed to work
Yeah.
on cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be handy, wouldn't it?
Who's Andy?
Andy Sturt. Right, that is it done. Wednesday.
I'll buy a Red Bull. You're a sponsor.
That's it done.
Done?
Done.
Done.
Right, we are back. Saturday. Give me that straight. Got a little care package as well from our man Bodger, Pete Osborne, over at Allstar Garage. We're looking fly.
Got the black one, haven't I?
Right.
Is it black? You're black.
Didn't even notice. Where's that from? Yes, we have had a nice care package from Bodger. Thank you very much, Bodger. If you want to go get yours, he's got all sorts of different stuff on his merch shop. Link is in the description. Go check him out. I would plug his YouTube, but no doubt if you're watching this, you watch him, but his YouTube will be below as well. All loads of banger stuff. I know everyone loves the banger stuff. Jackie Chan, what's on the agenda today?
Well, we need to clear all this out, don't we? 'Cause we're levelling the floor today,
Yeah.
putting all the planing. We're putting the planing down. haven't we?
Go on, boy. I think that is right. I think that's right,
Right,
yeah.
innit? So we're leveling it all out today, and then get it ready for the concrete. Lay the
Nice.
concrete.
Nice. So, the man is not here with the digger yet. There is the digger, I'm guessing. I've never seen that digger before. So I'm guessing that is the digger he's going to be using. So once we've cleared it out, if he's not here by then, the man that's using the digger, I have had a go using a digger before. They didn't go very well when I've done my back garden.
One's at like Hayden Island or something. And a little sandpit.
No, it was a proper one. It was a proper one. When I was doing my garden, I wasn't very good at it. It didn't have a steering wheel, so I'm not very good at that either. If we've sorted the floor out before he gets here still, then we've got the inside tubes to cut. Oh, he's done most of these. Where's the other one? Oh, them ones. It's a bit dark in here now. Them tubes all the way around the inside. We've got to cut them off as well to make sure that he can get the digger in and don't smash them up. Plus they've got to be level. They've got to be flush anyway. And then, oh, time's going off. Wake up, Kurt. It's nice and early, 8 o'clock. And if he's still not here by then we can carry on with the sheeting on the outside. Right, man with the digger driver, or the digger driver is here. And he seems happy enough, and he's happy to be on camera as well, which is always handy. Got a rough guide, and also down by that end where we want the 2-post ramp, I've told him that we want to dig a little bit deeper for that bit, so when we pour the concrete later on, we haven't got to do any extra work to then drill down for the ramp.
Whilst I'm busy cutting off the excess tubes, we have had a delivery of planings courtesy of the farmer, which is spot on for what we need, so Andy in the digger can start spreading them out and get a rough height for us.
It's looking good at the minute. That's our height. All the way around there, running that level, but this is how much it dips away. See that? And obviously going into the container there is going to be a problem because there's going to be a big step. So come up the idea, going to run shuttering all the way down there and then into the corner and square it off where the container is and run it all the way down where the container is. So you go down there and then down there, square that off. The only problem then is that this is a different height. So this bottom lift is going to have to be struck out, I think, and then put in. Yeah, we're going to have to strike that and pull it in higher up once we've got the level. It's alright though, kid, we'll get around it. Solutions?
No problem.
Not problems, that's it. But it's going well.
Because of how much the ground drops away, Andy has asked the farmer for these bricks, or hardcore I believe it's called, to make up the level before using a top coat of planings. This makes a lot of sense as it's quicker to build the floor up and it costs a lot less. And this is what it's starting to look like from the floor level now. This would definitely be a tedious and slow job for someone inexperienced like me on a digger, but Andy makes it look easy. And for someone who's never driven a digger or very minimal skills on a digger, it's not easy.
Oh, just looking on the camera, it looks so much better.
And in just 4 hours, what a transformation.
Right, that is Andy done for the day. Got here at 9 and he's just left now, so it's about 4 hours. And we've got it there or thereabouts levelled. Couldn't believe up that end, that far end down there, how out of level it was. But we put a load of hardcore in there and raised it back up. Monday now he's going to come back with a laser level and a whacker plate, and we're going to get it all laser leveled up, whacker plate it all down, and then it'll be ready for the concreting. So once that's all done, I can then ring up the concrete company, get a date confirmed, as well as with Andy and the farmer Harry, make sure everyone can do that same date, and then we get that booked in. It looks a lot smaller now, but there's still plenty of room. It looks brilliant. Looks bang. Right, Monday, we are back in the yard, back to the shed. Carrying on from what we was doing on Saturday? Did we do it Saturday?
Saturday.
Carrying on from what we're doing on Saturday, we're going to run the boards round like we was doing, so the sheets can then fit. We were stuck last time. Jack, they'll be loud on the mic. Where we were stuck on Saturday, we didn't want to use any more of our brand new sheets. We'd used all of the crap sheets, but because we're going to be drilling holes in them, we didn't want to actually use the ones that we'll never be able to use again. So we managed to source some from our good man T, Jackie Chan. Can't shout his scaffold company out because he's a competitor. Thank you T for lending us the sheets, or not lending but giving, so we can now crack on and get that finished. And then hopefully, we're not going to spend too long, we just finished work and it's going to get dark very quick, so we're going to crack on We won't have too long doing it, but we'll try to get as far as we can.
Of course, I'll shout our really good friend Tao over at Raw Scaffolding, a close mate of ours, and he's gotten us out of trouble and really saved us a few quid from buying new sheets. Now we're carrying on from what we was doing the other day, running the scaffold boards horizontally at the top, middle and bottom of the sheet, and then we are screwing the steel sheets into them boards. Rinse and repeat. And of course, the cold winter night setting again and stops play.
Right, that is us done. I
can see us?
No, you can't. You can see the green boy. That's us done for today. We can't see nothing else, unfortunately. Soon when we do have power, we will have some fog lights out here, but for the minute we can't. So the little bit of time that we do get at the end of the day, trying to get this ready. Andy was meant to come and finish off the ground, but he didn't come today. Hopefully he's going to come tomorrow and get that bit sorted.
We won't be here though, will we?
We won't be here, no, so I won't be able to film it. If he said he's going to come during the day, so I might not be able to film it, but we'll show it after anyway.
New day, and we managed to squeeze another hour into the workshop with 2 of us carrying on with the steel sheets and 2 of us carrying on in front with the boarding. And after today's progress, I was ready to order some concrete. I've never ordered concrete before, and to be honest, I was kind of worried. Am I asking for the right concrete? Have I got the right measurements? And I have no idea what kind of price they're going to throw at me.
Alright, now we've got the rubbish job of ordering the concrete, because this is the bit that's actually going to cost us money. So far it's cost us nothing, apart from our time, obviously. But I know the exact measurement now. Well, I think I know, so see what they say. They've gone home.
Oh yeah, exciting.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service.
O2 Messenger?
The person you are calling is...
Alright, well they didn't answer. Their hours say till 6. 22.
It's lost out a lot of money, haven't
They've just lost out on a lot of money. Right, contact us. Right, firm number 2. Always answer the phone.
Quality and training. This call will be recorded.
You hear my telephone voice now.
Good afternoon.
Hello there. I'm just wondering if you could give me a quote for a C35 mix at 4 inches deep on, it's about 10.5 cubic metres.
Yes, just give me a moment.
No problem. Somebody tells me she don't normally answer this phone. And I don't know why she's shouting.
It's quite a strong mix. Is that what you've been...
Well,
Is that
it's gonna have cars on it, and there's 2 metre square holes that's actually going to be 12 inches thick, because there's going to be a post ramp put in there, a 2 post ramp that cars are going to sit on. I've been advised on a C35. I mean,
Yeah, we do the same, at least that. So
Yeah,
your
that's-
budget then on a 10 metre load plus the VAT
yeah.
The whole price breakdown of the workshop will be showed at the end of the video.
charge. That's for a weekday delivery and Saturday delivery. You pay £80 more.
Yeah, okay.
So I was quite happy with the price, but now when could they do it?
The weather's tailing off, so we're quiet at the end of the week, but that's not something we would recommend doing in heavy rainfall anyway.
It's undercover.
So-
We've built a workshop basically out of scaffold.
Oh, I see.
And,
Oh, okay.
and it's going to be weather watertight to an extent.
Yeah, so we've got pretty good availability this week because the weather's becoming inclement again.
Friday. What about Friday? We're quiet on Friday, aren't we? Is Friday available? I know the weather's meant to be terrible on Friday, but obviously you say
It is, but it won't matter for you, will it? So
No.
I'm just trying to load up the diary and it's being slow, so just forgive me a minute while I think we have. I just want to double check the diary.
Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem. Okay, thank you very much for your help, Annabelle. I will be ringing you back tomorrow morning, all right?
Okay, it's been a pleasure. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you again.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
She loved it.
She was lovely. Thank you, Annabelle. Plus the VAT. No delivery charge on that. So, and they can come Friday or Saturday. So, get on the phone to Andy, get on the phone to Harry,
See when they're ready.
see when they're ready. Hopefully we can get it done Friday or Saturday, babe. Right, let's go have something to eat. Right, a few days have passed now and the concrete is being poured today. It's been ordered. How it works is you give them a size, they quote you that size. Hopefully you can hear me still with this wind and the cows behind me. They quote you for that size and then they overcharge you a little bit. And hopefully they have overcharged us, because if you use a little more off the concrete lorry than what you've quoted for, then they can obviously get their money still. But today's the day it's getting poured. It's still not finished yet and it's giving me a little bit of anxiety, I'm not going to lie. Andy, who's helping us, he's not going to be able to make it here till 2 p.m. and the concrete lorry is coming at 3. We haven't actually got our levels completely right yet. There's still some gaps in there which I need to sort out. And these backboards we bubbled around, but obviously they're not spot on. So I spoke to Andy, he's told me what I need to do. He's given me a 10-second lesson on how to use the laser level as well. I think it's feeding time for these cows. But yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm doing, but I'm giving it a go and I'm trying to make sure that I can get as much done before Andy gets here and the boys get back from doing the jobs out scaffolding before they get back and they give us a hand. So hopefully it's all ready for 3 o'clock when 2 lorries are coming to pour. And they're going to turn up and it's just going to be me here in the end and I'll be like, I don't know mate, just tip it anywhere. I'm excited but I'm nervous because it's not ready. And I'm not a concrete pourer, I'm not an expert, I don't know what's going on. Just asking people for help.
So me and Jack got to it, with me in charge leading the way. It was almost like the blind leading the blind, but I reckon we just about managed to make some progress. And then just to make my anxiety even worse, I saw 2 concrete lorries waiting at the top of the road. And just as I was about to ring Andy, I turned round and there he was on the digger like an angel in the sky, making his way into the workshop. And all whilst this was going on, we had Ollie and Brendan continuing on with the sheeting on the outside. Then it really was all hands on deck to get the final bits done to the base so we could finally start pouring. And now that the base was finished and the concrete pumper started setting up, we laid a membrane down which will act as a barrier between the ground and the concrete. And then just as we were ready to start pouring, things started to get a little bit heated.
What's that with that boot?
Yeah, pretty sure I have some more extensions for I think.
They're mine anyway, you
They're mine now. Lang, see how aggressive he is.
They're mine, you idiot.
They're better than my Dunlops.
Mate, these are the boom team.
In the back of the truck, I'll grab them in a minute.
What is it about being aggressive?
Yeah, you're aggressive. That was so aggressive.
I know, you give me...
That was aggressive.
You give me attitude about it this morning.
That was aggressive.
Where's the old bleeper?
Now me and Jack had put our handbags down, the concrete started pumping, and I just followed orders from Andy as I had no idea what I was doing. We had a few of us trying to pull the concrete into every corner of the workshop whilst Andy was going around making sure to keep the base level with his laser level thingy. And then we had Harry the farmer coming behind us and tamping the concrete to keep it as smooth as he could and obviously give us that level finish. And just in time as the sun goes down, this is what it's looking like.
Right, that is the concrete all finished. I didn't actually think it was going to happen in the end. We had 2 of the lorries turn up. Luckily we only used, I think they quoted me for 10.5 meters and we only used 8 or 8.5 luckily, so they sent another lorry down just in case, but we didn't need it, so that's going to save a load of money. I'm not sure how much it's going to cost at the moment, but I'll let you know once I know. Everyone jumped in at the minute, it seemed like no one was there, and then all of a sudden the boys from LGC turn up, and obviously Andy turned up with his boys as well, and we managed to get it done. I'm happy, the stress is gone, we've done it, it's concreted.
I don't think I've ever been so excited to drive into work ever as I was this morning, going in there and just seeing the weeks of work and planning starting to come together with this workshop.
Kid, I'll pay for that, look at that kid, that's spillage.
£2.50. Looks like marble.
We're gonna have a marble floor or what?
Yeah, it looks like it.
That doesn't look very grey to me at the minute, it just looks white, but we'll see. We'll see, kid. Have you done it yet, Al?
I've done it twice now.
Well,
I'll give extra touches, kid.
3 times a lady.
They kept it against my will.
Oh. Works till
Kurt
4.
thought I meant 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Ollie works till 4, but he's moaning that we're past 1:30 here.
Oh yeah, alright. When you asked Jeff,
What?
the boss said we could go home at 1 or 2, And you're keeping us here to paint your shed.
Job and not.
To paint your shed.
Oh, listen to
Are
it.
you paying me an extra?
Jeff is.
No, you ain't. You're not paying me the extra.
Don't get me involved.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get the boss involved. It's fine. When this is painted, Ollie will be so grateful he stayed and helped us.
Why? What am I getting out of it?
Money.
I still get money.
Kid, we're working till 4, kid. Bren, don't we? We work till 4. Yeah. Oh, that's looking a bit more grey now. We're getting there.
Now Ollie has finished moaning, we are now ready to start painting.
Oh, there's a lot of spillage.
Spillage is looking. You think that's going to do the whole lot?
Dunno.
I don't.
We're a bit optimistic there, I don't know if this is going to do the whole lot or not. Is this white or grey,
It's got to dry yet, kid. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to look better anyway.
Hopefully. Where's Jack anyway?
Oh.
What do you reckon, Brad?
Yeah.
This is definitely going to take a lot longer than I expected.
Oh.
Yeah. So it seals it, doesn't it? All the, so that's your layer.
As I say, so if you kept sweeping with just concrete,
It will just keep being dust.
Dust. Dust. Anybody? No dust.
Anyone want a bit of dust? How's your
mate, it's holding up, kid.
how much is your handle? How much is that handle?
I don't know, £20.
How much is yours, Brent?
Free.
Oh,
It's
nice.
gonna go back on the
It
grid.
won't though, because you know what happens with you. You don't put anything back.
Oh, it's all getting personal now.
It doesn't.
Touching brushes now.
We need to keep these safe because we're going to reuse them.
Stick them in the office, kid. I mean,
That one's got a spare.
you don't have to take yours
So's
apart,
mine.
huh?
Sure.
The Main. Mr. Main.
Right.
Brent, what's on your nose?
I used to do an hour done, alright?
Oh, thanks a lot, oh.
That looks banging, boy. That is the first coat of paint on there. I did buy a whole 10 litre tub of paint, and I naively thought that was going to do us 2 coats, but I'm not a painter, so that's going to be. But I went for the cheap option because the expensive option was about triple the price of that for half the amount of literage. So we're going to go. Well, I'm going to go and buy another pot of that, and we've got one more coat to do, Bren. So
Really?
When you doing that?
That's the worst, because when you do a second coat, you're like, where have I been?
Yeah, it's true.
That's the worst.
well, at least it's covered. Anyway,
I guarantee
Monday.
a cat comes in here.
maybe Monday.
Your trail of footprints going on.
Monday.
Monday.
Busy day, Monday.
We are busy Monday, but we'll do. It won't take us long to do the second coat of that, will it, Bren?
Oh, he don't even ask anymore. We've got busy Monday,
Bren
but
loves the shed more than anyone.
he's don't like going home.
More than Jack.
Oh. Oh.
Brendan does love the shed, so I know he'll come give me a hand. And then obviously we need a cameraman, so Ollie will be here as well.
Oh. Actually,
Right, that's first coat of paint done.
Whilst the paint was drying and Brendan was up for staying a little bit longer, it was finally time to tackle the doors. I wasn't even sure how we was going to do them. I just had the idea in my head that the doors would need to open out fully, not just 90 degrees, and this was to make sure the cars were easy enough to get in and out with the lock diffs.
Well, to be fair, we'll build this now, this frame.
Yeah.
I don't think...
We're going to do this 8 foot and the other one 7 foot then, because that's 15 foot. Just do that other one out 7 foot. So they, as you say, cut them short, and then we'll overlap the sheets.
who's starting?
Because once you've got the sheets on it, imagine that's going to go down a little bit more. Well,
It's got
actually, to be fair,
17 stone on it. So.
if Brendan can, if it can hold Brendan's weight, oh, that's the nuts, isn't that?
Oh, it's turning the clip at the top as well.
Oh, twisted.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Well, hopefully it doesn't drop. It's because it's stuck on it, isn't it?
It's quite smooth, really, isn't it?
Oh no.
What? That's enough though, isn't it?
That'd be enough that side, yeah.
Pot
Remember,
your
you're
mouth.
going to have your sheeting on the back of that.
On the outside, yeah.
Now we had the idea of how to do it, it was the exact same method for getting the sheets on as the rest of the shed.
Well done, Brad. We done it, kid.
Smashed it, kid.
Make sure you do take your shoes off when you go in there, please. We don't want no boot marks.
Absolutely.
He's got his, what's that? Advanced
It's
lubricant.
advanced
Oh.
lubricant.
Lovely. Who's
Pretty
ringing me now, kid? The door's open, in and out. The only thing we said we was going to do... You're coming out, Bren.
Yeah, I just want to apply a little bit of advanced lubricant on.
Okay.
Just to see, just...
You have to proper get it in there.
There's not much left, Joe.
In your advanced lubricant.
Yeah. Used it all at home, kid.
Right.
The things need lubricating at home, don't they?
Yes. Right, the only thing we've got left to do, so that shuts up nicely like that. The only thing we've got left to do is drill a hole here and here, and then we can put a chain through it, which will go through the standard that's there and there. So it's looking good. It's looking bang on, to be fair. We didn't know quite how we were going to do it, but we got there in the end. Bit of trial and error, made sure we got that gate done first, made sure it worked, and then overlap this sheet onto that gate. There is a bit of a gap here which we can fill in. We can put something in there and fill it in. And then obviously down here, we've got a gap to fill in, which is, we're going to put boards down there, I think. Next on the list, get a second coat of paint on the floor and get the lights hung up. We're getting that bit closer. That looks a nuts, boy.
Now the floor is pretty much done and the doors are done, it's time to call in an expert and spend some money. Oh no.
All right, first time showing Papa Teb's the workshop. This is the this
Front
is it,
door.
Papa. The front door, yeah, that we made the other day. For anyone who didn't know, Papa Teb's is an electrician. Don't tell anyone though.
No, I don't do private jobs.
He doesn't do private jobs. Who better to ask and get advice for than Papa Teb's? The bottom, it does need one more coat of that paint, but that's the first coat on. Big
Very
enough?
good. Yeah, it's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
So where's your electric's going to be?
Electric's going to go down into that point down there.
This corner
Yeah, so there's going to be a board on, probably on that.
here somewhere.
He said the point's going to be over there, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so my idea, 3 lights, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Going up.
upwards. So we'd fix them to these standards. Because having them all at the top, when you're working on the car at the side,
be
you
no
won't
good.
see it. So we're going for, about 7 lights, whatever I just said. 9, 10 lights. And then we want sockets, same again, we want sockets there, 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 there. So a whole ring of sockets as well. Is it 50 metres of cable, do it be enough, or 100? You've got 2 rings.
Just get 50,
Get 50 and we're done
and
with
then
that.
yeah. I mean 100 would cover it, but
Yeah.
you don't want to spend.
No. Flush
How do
here.
these boards fix on? Oh, you got clamps.
Yeah, so we just clip them.
Yeah. So if you just wanted to clamp a board wherever you want to lie.
And then put the clip on and then...
Yeah.
All right, yeah. We
That's
can do
better.
that. That's fine. You can do it there to there. That's not a problem.
Oh, if
We'll
it's
clip that.
easy, if it's easy to do.
So with Papa Teb's there, we come up with a plan and an outlay of how I want the sockets and lights, and we're measuring up for all the different lengths of cable and also the different sizes of cable as well, so we can run everything that we need. That's going to be our lights, our normal sockets, our tyre buffer, and hopefully a ramp.
But yeah, right, so we've got a plan. Papa Teb's has shown his expertise and we've got a plan. Just got to spend a load of money now, and then next week, well, what day are we on today? We're on Sunday. And then next week we will pick a day, me and Papa, and we're coming here and we get it all wired up, ready for when the farmer puts the electric in, over in that point there. And then, as I say, Dad can do the dead test and then the live test, and we're away. We'll be able to work in here till God knows what time. Not annoying anyone, eh?
That's the dream.
Yeah.
This lump of metal sat outside the workshop and not just piles of scrap. These are our new but used car lifting ramps, which have kindly been donated by two brilliant friends, Auntie Ange and Jay. So a big shout out and a thank you to these two who not only sourced them but also drove them miles to come and drop them off to us. Brilliant. Thank you very much. I've now got the second pot of paint, so here we go, and this coat is going on a lot quicker than the first.
That does look a lot better already. Ollie,
Yo,
confirm or deny?
does look good, mate. My expert eye.
Why would I lie?
Why would I lie?
Bloody cats. Ruined our floor, kid. Look. The cats have ruined it.
They're there as well. You need Tabs Racing gibbets.
Yeah.
What's the gibbet?
The thing on the crop.
Oh, yeah. I'd say loads.
Alright, here you go. I'd sell loads if I had Tabs Racing gibbets.
Gibbets. Are they actually called gibbets?
I think it's gibbets, giblets, something like that. Well done, guys. Who's getting the cameras?
That didn't take too long that time, did it?
That's what she said.
First time.
Well. That's what she said. Sweet.
Done.
Good job, well done, guys.
That looks good. Looks better, a lot better. But I definitely think we should have got a darker colour. Jack, are you going to be able to keep on top of that?
The cars will be.
That floor is going to look filthy. We live and learn though.
We're getting red carpet, aren't we?
Oh yeah, red carpet, that's it. Well, we live and learn. If we need to, we'll paint it black. Oh, do you see workshops with black floors? People that can't
You said blue, didn't you?
No, you said blue.
Yeah, I wanted.
You got well excited by blue for some reason.
Yeah.
What colour blue? Dark
Darky
light.
blue,
This
yeah.
is sort of blue.
Why'd you
I
want
think they were
blue?
just stain.
Why'd you want blue?
Blue.
Oh, they're both blue, aren't they?
Yeah. We need
Dark
black.
blue.
Why?
No, but the thing is with black,
'Cause
the
that's
lights, you ain't going to be able to see
silver.
nothing, are you?
Yeah.
If you have black, you ain't going to be able to see nothing. It has got to be a lightish colour, just probably not as light as that.
How many like washes and that are you going to lose on that? You're going to be able to see them, aren't
What, on it?
you? Yeah. Like nuts.
Bit
like
better
that.
than the old shed, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
If you
Well,
drop-
anything's better than
If
that.
you dropped the bolt in the old shed, you had no chance.
Buried.
Buried in dog poo.
Lynn's got it now.
Lost the twiddle pin again.
Right, that is the painting done, thank God. Next, we have got to get them lights in ASAP, and once this is dry, we get the ramps over there. How the Romans done it.
How the Romans did it.
Boards and butts
Rollers.
underneath and roll it, because that's too heavy to carry. And then hopefully we can get that built up. Right, let's go home.
Sweet. Buzzing.
Setting this ramp up in the workshop was a job I was putting off since it arrived on the trailer. Even with it being split apart, each piece was ridiculously heavy, and it took all of us just to jiggle it around the workshop.
You have to tilt it this way. Get the chain around that.
in now, just sat there, ready for
Otherwise you're not going to get your hand in there.
First off, I am glad I had Brendan here, as although I did get some vocal instructions on how to set it up, it was about a week or so after that we actually got round to doing it. So I don't remember nothing that was said to me, and I just had a few pictures of it already set up to go by. Brendan, on the other hand, seemed a little more clued up on this and took the lead on getting this ramp set up.
We won't do these up all the way yet.
No.
Is that size right though?
Yeah, that side's good.
size.
Yeah, size.
Yeah, we're getting roughly there and there about. Is he gonna... Right, we have to do that?
Lift that up a little bit.
That little slide. We get the rear wheel steer going. Oh, get that back.
I like that.
Get that back under because I'm going to drop on in a minute. Right, ready? That arm, lift that arm up. Yeah, one under there.
Once we figured out the best way to move these posts, it wasn't actually that bad. I'm sure this method was invented thousands of years ago and it's still being used today. Now we have the second post stood up and nearly lined up with the holes on the feet. We had to push it closer to the other post and then lean it back so Brendan could hook the chain on the bottom sprocket of this post. This is what is going to make the posts work together.
Is that right? Is that right? Have we still got tension on the other side? Is it still on alright?
Still on, yeah.
Cool.
You want to make sure these are the same, don't you? They've been spun. One might be higher than the other.
Well,
Can we have a chat when this is not being towards us?
I mean, hopefully they haven't moved them. They should have been moved, should they?
Oh,
We've got faith here, kid.
Roma.
Now he's got the chain on, it's time for Jack to gently push the post back into its proper spot so we can get the bolts in and do them up.
Extension. I'm Mr. Chain Expert, what do you reckon?
Oh, it's a bit tighter, so.
How many fingers do you
Whack
have?
that in, that's all. A 90mm spanner, Jack. Get me a socket if you want, give me a big socket.
Tighten up a little bit.
Tighten it up a little bit.
To
So you want to tighten that in?
yeah.
If you can just see here, there was a 90mm bolt used for a tensioner, so once Brendan was happy with where the chain was and how tight it was, I could then do the rest of these 4 bolts up.
So go with that. Sweet, that means that it's just that now, isn't it? Get the motor on it.
Get a motor on it.
Then that chain up there, motor goes on there. Little sprocket on the motor, isn't it?
Now the hard bit was done, we worked out what 4 bolts went onto this motor, which is what spins the post and chain to lift the arms up. But we have a slight problem. There are a few bits left over from the box that I was given and none of us had any idea of where they went. The only thing we had to go off was a few pictures.
4 washers like you got there, Jack.
What are these for then?
Well, what are these for
What's
then?
the spring for then?
I don't know what spring's for.
That's twiddle pin sits inside that.
I don't quite know, Bren. I can't see no spring on here.
Where's proper tabs when you need him?
Oh, I know. Do you reckon the bear, they just chuck them bits in there for the crack? Maybe. I'll throw them off.
Although I didn't think they'd just throw them in for the crack, we had no choice but to just carry on as what we were doing and leave the bits out that we couldn't find places for, and hopefully we'll find out where they'll go later on.
Why don't Brendan do that bit then?
Oh yeah, sorry. The bolt and the bolt and the washers. You take it off. No, you need to.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's in there.
Right. Let's give it that crap.
No?
Last job to do now, other than wiring it up, was to fit the sprocket onto the top of the motor and attach the chain from the sprocket on the motor to the sprocket on the ramp. This took a little while as we had to make sure that we spaced out the motor with the correct amount of washers to get the correct tension on the chain. And just like that, our ramp is set up. Cheers, boys. Right, we are back at the workshop. I've just got here, we are running out of light. Jack has been here, he finished work a little bit earlier, so he's been here and he's got this platform made for Papa Tebs. I was going to try and get him a step ladder because he's got lights going up
on them beams at the top there, you'll be able to see in a minute, he's got lights hanging there, and I said to him I'll get him a nice big step ladder so you can move it across, but I couldn't get one that was that big. So Jack's built him a nice safe platform. Don't fall off, Papa.
Might be safe.
Well, might be safe, I don't know, Jack built it, so. Right, he is here tomorrow. We are not going to be here during the day, but Papa Tebs is going to be here tomorrow during the day because he's on nights, and he's going to be fitting as much of the electrics as he can do before we get back, and then hopefully we can give him a couple hours help as well before it gets too dark. What we're going to do with the lights, we've come up with a plan. So basically my idea, these lights that we got, they come with metal clips, and they will clip to wood. You can screw them in and then just clip the lights in. So my idea, wherever we want a light, we're going to hang them like that, clip this to it, and then we can clip the light to this board. And then the sockets all the way around are going to go on this board here, not here, this one. They're going to go on these boards here, so then we can drill into them and they're going to stay there. We've got 11 5-foot LED lights, 6,600 lumens or something like that. All the wires here, all the sockets are here, everything should be here apart from two 16 amp plugs, which Papa Tebs hopefully be able to get tomorrow. Mine and Jack's job quickly now, before we run out of light, is get these boards up everywhere we want Papa Tebs to put a light basically, and then we're going to spray paint on the sides where we want the sockets. So hopefully then he's got no excuses tomorrow, he can just come and crack on and get it done. Come on! Right, Jackie Chan is doing the rest of the boards, getting them up, ready to go. I need to have a look, see how many sockets I've got, because then I can know how many to space out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sockets, right. So. That'll be fine, and then he's going to run the wire down there, but he can sort of leave that until we turn up, can't he?
Yeah.
That'll be fine. As long as he can fix the ladder here, the ladder, as long as he can fix the light, which he can, that's perfect.
And the last job before we run out of light was to get a few new toys in the workshop. I could have just left them in the boxes and gone home and waited for some more light, but I just couldn't help myself, and I needed to see them built.
What, doing that?
I enjoy doing it like that.
Right, have we got a knife to open these? You tell me that. How long you got? You got 5 minutes?
Yeah.
New toys for the new workshop. Hopefully these last a little bit
I think
longer.
it lasted about 2 weeks. The drawers started falling.
Yeah, but they were a
apart.
50 quid eBay job.
Amazon.
Let's turn it on the side. Fell on. Kid, the wheels are...
They're inside. They'd be inside, wouldn't they?
Were they?
That last one was.
Yes, we have got some new toolboxes. The last ones that we used to use at the shed absolutely fell apart. Hopefully these ones won't do the same.
Handle, won't it?
Where's the tools then?
Well, they don't come with tools. Must be in one of these other boxes, all the tools.
Must be.
Where's the handle go? Right, handle can go anyway, so...
Jack's left me to it and the head torch was out. How long will 4 wheels and a handle take to put on, I said. Oh dear.
And that is our toolbox. Hopefully you can see that in the dark. All built. And that is a massive thank you to Hanson Motorsport for coming on board for this year. He has kitted us out with our new toolboxes for the new workshop, and he has come on board this year to give us a hand as well in our campaign in the stock cars and anything else that we want to be doing this year. So make sure you subscribe to see all of that as well. Cheers, Matty B. I've just got to get some tools. Way back to the first one. Yeah. And that end one all the way to there. So this one needs connection to this one.
So we've got Papa Tebs back and he's just giving me the rundown on how exactly he's going to run the cables from this side of the workshop over the red container and back down the other side, and this is going to be for both the lights and the sockets.
Like, yeah, that tube there. Yeah. 25 metres. 2.5. Yeah. His calculations weren't the best.
They were terrible.
You tell me he don't do it in a while. Right, I'll text you now. 25 metres of 2.5.
Yeah, we need 20mm stuffing glands as well.
Well, we added enough of everything else. Yeah.
We need. Oh, you're going to put board up there so we can screw.
Yeah, we're going to do that now.
I've brought loads of screws and stuff over.
Yeah.
Those two are live. Those two are
So Papa Tebs is trying to not only show me how to mount these lights, but also teach me a thing or two about electrics. I'm not sure it always goes in though.
See these? There's 4 holes. The 2 this side are lives, the 2 that side are neutrals.
Yeah, I'll see them.
So you do the 2 left ones with 1 cable, live, neutral. And the other cable you do the 2 right ones. Look, like,
Oh, I see.
if they're pairs,
I see what you're saying.
I don't mean the 2 right holes,
Yeah,
I mean
left and left and right and right.
Judging by Papa's face there, I haven't got a bloody clue what I'm on about.
2 lives going this
Let's crack on getting these lights up.
So Papa Tebs is gone now. He's given us some instructions. Was you listening, Jack? Do you want to carry on whacking the next one in?
Yeah.
And then I'll put the wire in. Yeah, Jackie Chan. So yeah, he's left us with some instructions. See how we get on. We're going to lose some light very, very soon. It did sound easy the way he explained it, but we'll probably end up messing it up somehow.
I'm not supposed to open that. Where's the screws there?
So it begins.
I told you I should have been a Sparky. I've got the hang of it for you. I've got the hang of it. It's just fiddly, isn't it? Scaffolding, you just whack it up. Right, that's in. It's wing nut hole.
Why's that screw?
That's to tighten this gland up to stop. That should seal that up then. There's me talking like I know what I'm doing. Right, well I'm happy with that. So Jack, run it over the top of this. Run it over the top and then run the wire on top of the tube to get it, keep out of the way.
This electrician stuff really wasn't that hard, it was just fiddly. Cutting the wires inside the cable to the same correct length as each other and then popping them into the lights in the correct places and then putting the grommets around them and tightening them up and then simply hang the light on the clips and cable tie the cables out the way. But once again we were plagued by the dark nights.
Right, me and Jack have done as much as we can and as much as Papa Tebs has asked us to do, so hopefully that saves him a bit of time next time he comes. There's a couple of things he's asked me to grab so he can carry on. I'm not sure when he's going to be back yet. I'm going to keep pestering him. Hopefully he can get back again this week, maybe even tomorrow, I don't know, and hopefully he can crack on. What's left? I don't even know what's left. Just got to do second fix all the sockets in. The wires are all there for the lights. I think that's first and second fix. I think. I don't really know. That's it, isn't it? And then he's got to make the plug up for the Jenny, so we can run it off the Jenny. So hopefully not much longer.
Now this is what the garage is starting to look like in the light now. All the lights are on the walls, all the sockets, well the back end of the sockets are on the walls, ready for the second fix now.
Right, I've finished work, I've turned up. Jackie Chan has been busy sorting the container out and starting to fill up the shelving, try and get a bit of organisation in here. Ain't going to stay like that for long, is it, Jackie Chan? No. Right, Papa Tebs is back as well and he's carrying on with the electrics. Papa, how did we do with the lights?
Looks alright. Looks alright. What we do is plug them into the Jenny and see if they all come on.
Right, see if they actually work. So hopefully I've got the browns in the right one and the blues in the right one, but the wiring alright though. But what the wiring inside? It's not
silly.
It's not the tidiest, is it? But it'll do. As long as we don't hit it with anything. That's the main
Temporary
thing.
building, isn't
Temporary building, that's it, Dad. You got it. So we got the generator all the way over there. I've just turned up and wondered why the generator was all the way over there. And it's because it's really noisy. We forgot out. This is the old generator that me and Papa Tebs used to use. This is actually Jack's one that me and Papa Tebs used to use for racing until we got the newer one and the more quiet one. But this one will do us for the minute. And it's all the way the other side of the yard. So we've got a long extension lead coming all the way over. As soon as Papa Tebs has just finished making that plug up there, we will turn the lights on and see if they all come on. Come on!
This is the moment of truth. The roof's on, the door's on, the concrete's in, and now it is time to see if I've done a good enough job wiring the lights in. Do they all work?
Ready for the explosion here. Ready for the explosion.
Not that I don't trust you, but...
Oh, hang on. Some of them have come on. That means from there I've messed up. Yes, we've got half the lights on. 1, 2, 3. Hey, we done alright, didn't we? That's not bad. We got 3 of them working. Right, so we know there's a connection issue from that one to that one. Right.
So, 3 out of 11. Not bad, but not perfect. We need to get these fixed.
Oh, we don't know yet, it might be a load more.
It's because they're fiddly, they're hard to get in there.
If there's any more that's going to give us a problem, it's that one over there. That one I had a pain in the arse sorting out. We'll see, hopefully. Hopefully that's not the case.
It was dark when we was doing it.
It was dark, yeah.
You're not expected to...
Right, attempt number 2, come on.
Is it going to work?
Wait for it to go pop.
Say that.
It ain't going to go bang there, is it? Ready? Yes! We done it, boys!
We have done it, and we finally have lights in this workshop. What a feeling.
That's bright enough. They're like quite a warm colour, aren't they? I thought they was going to be more cold coloured. But they're warm coloured.
So that's handy.
Huh?
It's got warm lights, you haven't got any heating in it.
Oh, buzzing. That's it.
It's light enough, isn't it?
You'll be sparky now.
Yeah.
How's it look in the camera?
We'll build, yeah, how's it look on the camera?
Yeah, man.
Let's have a look. Yeah, fine. Wait a minute. Oh,
That's pucker, isn't it?
yeah.
Well
All
done,
on.
boys. Well done.
Right, now,
It's good, isn't it?
now you've got to show us how to wire these sockets and get these sockets done, yeah?
Yeah, alright.
Let's do this.
Chelsea Days ain't seeing us no more.
Say again?
Chelsea Days ain't seeing us no more.
We have light! You want the right size spanner?
I've got
Before I butch that. Got to be a certain spanner, innit?
I need a bit of finesse, mate.
I'm going 24mm.
Bit of finesse and a scaffolder. No finesse in there.
Once again, me and Jackie Chan are getting all the easy jobs. Jack's running around in front and getting all the wires in there loose and cutting them to the right measurement. I'm then going on and putting the grommets on, I believe they're called, and tightening them up. And then Papa Tebs is coming behind us and he's doing this second fix of electrics and finishing off the sockets ready.
The sockets are then going to look like that. Nice waterproof ones as well, just because in this garage we are definitely going to get a lot of moisture in here where the sheets are obviously not insulated. Right, we are now down to the final 3 sockets. Papa Tebs is just wiring that one in, and then we got that one and then that one, and the others are all done. Before the end of play today, we're probably going to need the lights to finish this. We're going to need to turn the lights on, but we have got them and they are working, so we can get this finished today, hopefully. And then we can get a car in here and get working on it. Before Jack gets back, I'll just quickly put a board up here. These are our back panels. Put a board up here, so we're going to have our 16 amp socket on that there, and then that'll feed the ramp, the ring and the tyre cutter when we get the tyre cutter here. Now me and Jack are going to dig this channel, wherever it is. Tunnel.
So just to give this cable from the generator that's going to be running the workshop temporarily until the power goes in, we need to give it a bit more protection. So what we're going to do, we're going to run it through a scaffold tube and just bury it in the ground just a little bit, just to make sure that we don't get any kinks or anything in it. While we're doing that, Papa Tebs is putting on the last 16 amp socket, ready.
Has that got neons?
Oh, gosh. No extension lead. Well, it is an extension lead. It's a long extension lead that is clipped to the wall.
What installation is an extension lead?
That is clipped to the wall, but we haven't got that extension lead from the Jenny anymore. We've got it powered to that 16 amp plug there. Now, if I do that, cushy. Now, Jack, plug that charger in. Let's have a look. Over here, anywhere, somewhere that's not messy. Out. Oh, we're on. Genius. Or sparky, whatever you want to call it.
Well, it's not a proper installation until we got power in the building. But
Yeah.
we've got an assortment of extension leads that are clipped to the wall, running off a Jenny.
Yeah. So before anyone starts getting technical, that's Papa Tebs' correct term. Until it is powered up properly, we are just running it off a generator. Hence why it's like this. So that is the electrics done for the minute until we get a couple more bits and Papa Tebs comes back over, and until we get proper power. So next thing to do now is get a car in here. The last thing to do is get a car in here.
Now, before we get the cars in, as promised, here is the price breakdown. The idea was to try and do it as cheap as possible, as this is only a temporary structure. Starting with the price of the scaffold, this was completely free to me. A lot of the tube and fittings were from the old shed we had built at the old yard, and then we pinched a little bit more from the racks in the yard, and of course our good friend T helped us with the last 40 odd sheets that we needed. Then onto the concrete. All of the groundwork, planings, hardcore, digger and labour was supplied by the farmer. So a big shout out to Big Harry, Little Harry and Andy for that. That cost me $0. The concrete pour itself and the membrane cost £1,650 in the end, which I was quite happy with. The floor paint, rollers, sheet screws and a few other bits cost £120. Then the full electrics package cost me £777, and luckily I didn't have to pay a spark to come and fit, otherwise I would have been in trouble. Thank you very much, Papa. So there might be a few little bits missed, but that was the main sum, which is a total of £2,547. A big thank you to the boys that helped me build it, obviously. Some of it was built in work time at the end of the day, and some of it did go a little bit over work time, so I do appreciate it, boys. Thank you very much. And a big thank you to every single person who watches the videos, buys merch, and subscribes to the Tebs Tribe, as every single one of you helped me build this workshop as well. And now the time has finally come to get a car in this workshop. A lot of time and money has gone into this, and this is finally where we see it all pay off.
We've done it, kid. We've done it. Oh my god. Bearing in mind that car was all the way over there, that's why we're knackered. And it's got an engine in it. We've done it, boy. Look at that. Weeks and weeks and weeks. And it's done. We've got a car in here. We've got two cars in here. We've got Jack's car. We've got my car. The Padam. Yeah, the Padam and the old trusty Corsa. We've done it.
Let's go, champ.
Woo! Massive thank you to everyone who's helped. Thank you to Harry, thank you to Andy, thank you to Jeff, Papa Tebs, Handsome Motorsport, Brad for all the advice as well. Thank you very much. It's not quite finished yet, but it's done. It's done for the minute. And we can get in here now and we can get working on these cars. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. but I'm going to need to pull in some favours. Have height.
An idea too.
No idea what I'm doing.